The Kruger National Park bore the brunt of the rhino loss last year, losing close to two-thirds of the total number killed for their horns. 425 were lost in this area alone. And while rhino numbers are growing through translocation programs, last year saw an increasing number of rhino deaths in spite of various efforts to curb this. So, what does 2013 hold for the rhino population in South Africa? Rhino authorities say the measures that are now in place, such as increased use of technology, investment in aerial surveillance, and working with intelligence sources, among others, are making dents in the illegal horn trade. Speaking on the recent signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between South Africa and Vietnam, Rhino coordinator at WWF South Africa, Dr. Joe Shaw, says while this is significant, it's not enough.
I think there was some good news in 2012. There were some good things happening. We were pleased to see the MOU signed with Vietnam, and we were pleased there was a clampdown by the government on pseudo hunting. What we want to see now is details from the South African government and the Vietnamese government on what exactly they're going to be doing to work together to combat this illicit trade in rhino horn that's leading to the rhino poaching that we're seeing now.
Wildlands Conservation Trust Strategic Manager Kevin McCann outlines the strategies that are in place in KwaZulu-Natal.
3 elements that we've really identified that we're going to focus on in this year. Really increasing the security levels in protected areas and properties where there are rhino, increasing the number of field rangers, better trained field rangers and better equipped field rangers. It's really been recognized that aerial surveillance is a critical element to addressing the poaching issue. The second big element is around winning the hearts and minds of communities that surround these reserves where there are rhino. So we're implementing together with Azimvelo, KZN Wildlife a community rhino ambassador program. And the third element is really around the crime intelligence information.
And the Wildlife and Environment Society of South Africa's Chris Galliers agrees that South Africa will reach a tipping point if this year does not signal a shift towards the positive and a change towards how many rhinos the country does have instead of how many have been lost.
I mean, I put myself in 2014, and if I look at the press and I see the same figure, I'm going to be extremely distraught as to where to next. I do believe that we are on the right track. 2012, we learned a lot more. We're going to take that learning into our actions, and those actions are going to make the difference that we want.
KwaZulu-Natal Azimvelo Wildlife's Musa Mtambo highlights the conviction of poachers last year as a significant step in sending out a strong message against rhino poaching. Mtambo says KwaZulu-Natal is adopting a zero-tolerance approach in 2013.
The one positive thing about last year, we managed to make 35 arrests in the province, which was almost 31 arrests more than what had happened in 2011. We have put aside a reward that will be given to anybody who will give us information leading to the arrest and the successful prosecution of people involved in rhino poaching. We've put aside 100,000 for that.
Authorities have stressed the importance of working with communities surrounding areas like the Kruger National Park in acquiring crucial intelligence and information. An early blow has already been dealt for this year with the loss of 3 rhinos in the park. 2013 is